Well, all right, you guys, it is time for what I'm sure is going to be a super terrific, awesome, exciting episode of Trail Camera Pickup. I'm here at the world famous East Main Tram hiking trail, the Fakahatchee Strand Preserve State Park. Fakahatchee Hilton's about 1.7 miles out that way, but we're not going out that way because we cannot put trail cameras in the Fakahatchee Strand anymore. So for that reason, this camera is out in the Picayune Strand State Forest. At least that's where it got started. Today is Sunday, June the 13th, and I put this camera out on February the 13th, so it's been out for 4 months. We are here at the East Main Tram hiking trail. We got about a 1.7 mile bike ride to get up to Mud Tram. Then we got about a 2.4 mile hike to get out to the Picayune Strand State Forest. I came in and checked this camera about 1 month after I set it out, and we had a little mishap. So I had to move the camera back in closer to the border of the Fakahatchee Strand. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So we got about a 1.7 mile bike ride to get out to Mud Tram. So I'll see you when we get out there.
Whoa. Yikes.
This place. All right, here we are. Gate 16, Mud Tram. I'm going to take you back in time to February the 13th when I set this camera out. Let you see what it looked like back then. Alright, here we are, gate 16. Today is Saturday, February the 13th, and we got 2.24 miles to get out to the Picayune Strand where I'm going to put this camera. As you can see, this is how Mud Tram got its name. Oh man, 2.2 miles of walking through this should be fun. Oh, maybe it's only wet here right at the beginning. Oh. And here's what it looked like on March the 13th when I came in and checked it 1 month later. Today is Saturday, March the 13th. It's been 1 month since I set this camera out. Here to check on it. Kind of encouraged to see not as much water as there was a month ago. I'm sure I'm still gonna get wet on the 2 mile hike out to the Picayune Strand, but that doesn't look as bad as it was. Let's go. Today is Saturday, March the 13th. It's been 1 month since I set this camera out, just out here to check it. I had it set right here on this nice little clearing with this nice big pine tree log. I thought would be a nice spot for animals to be walking over. I had this camera set on this tree right here, overlooking this nice little opening here. When I came in and I opened up the camera, it said card full. And I thought maybe we had another situation where I had a bad SD card, but when I opened up the camera and I saw that it had 602 videos. So I think I made a mistake of aiming the camera south into the sun. So you can see the sun right above us and the shadows from all these palmetto branches blowing around caused 602 videos. I did flip through them all, and I did see a couple of night videos, and I did see one turkey, so I'll at least put those videos in there now. But with 602 videos, I think it's time to move this camera. I am going to go back towards the Fakahatchee Strand. There's just nothing out here in this Picayune Strand that is going to attract animals. It's a huge piece of land, but it's all the same. It's just this high grass, these cabbage palm trees, pine trees. There's just nothing to really draw animals into a specific area. So I'm going to go back towards the Fakahatchee Strand, and I'm going to find an area maybe where there's some cypress trees, maybe some water. Set the camera up there, see if we can salvage this trail camera pickup. All right, I guess once I go through this gate here, I'm technically in the Fakahatchee Strand. Picayune Strand is out west that way. And right through here, here's the Fakahatchee Strand. One pretty cool thing on this post right here, you can see that's all bears. Putting their claws up there, probably scratching their back on here as well. That's all bears reaching all the way up there. It's pretty neat. That's what I'm in here to get. You can see just once you get on the edge of this slough, Fakahatchee Strand, the terrain changes. Get into some water here. There's a nice dead snake carcass. It's pretty cool. Those big fangs right there. Looks like it was probably a water moccasin. All right. So I'm not going to go far into the Fakahatchee because I don't want to be a rule breaker to that extent. But I'm at least going to find the first little spot here off to the side of mud tram and see if I can find me a good spot that nobody should find. So here we are today, June the 13th, and it's almost looking like it's dry enough where I could ride my bike the whole way out there, but there's a lot of ruts like you can see here, some logs going across the tram, so this isn't very suitable for riding a bike. So I'm gonna go ahead and ditch trigger somewhere here in the bushes, and then we'll hike out to the Picayune Strand, about 2 miles or so. Well, somewhere out there. I've been in the Fakahatchee since about 8 o'clock this morning, and since I have such a long hike all the way out to the Picayune Strand, I think I'll go ahead and put in a couple of highlights from the day. I did find a couple of nice ghost orchids. I found a really nice butterfly orchid with about 18 flowers on it. While I was videoing a ghost orchid bud, I had a mama deer and 2 young deers walk in on me. And then I went and checked on one of my favorite water holes down here. This is one of the stumps from when they were logging the cypress trees in here back in the 1940s and 50s. That's a massive stump right there. Looks like another one right here. Here to check on what has to be the last remaining water hole down here. Oh, and there's someone in there. Hey, buddy. Little swamp lizard. Got it all wallowed out. Don't worry, buddy. The rains are coming soon. We'll fill this up in no time. Let's get out of here. So it's already been a very good day, but I'm really looking forward to checking this camera because I know I'm gonna have some sweet action on it. So let's see when we get out there. All right, we're leaving Mud Tram there, going into the border of the Picayune Strand and the Fakahatchee Strand. It's a great area. We got about 0.1 miles to get this camera. Should be right up here, straight ahead. Oh! Walking in here, check this camera, and something I've never seen. Teeny baby, like a red-shouldered hawk right here. Man. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I wanted to see if he would drink some water. What's that? He looks like he's okay. You all right, little guy? Okay. Looks feisty. All right, good luck, buddy. We got 330 feet to get this camera. I brought it in here to this area where you can see all these big cypress trees, and there was some standing water. So I figured that would be the key to getting some animals coming in here, feeding in the water, drinking, cooling off, bathing. So this should be a pretty good spot. Oh. 270 feet right over this way. So there's the camera right there. Sweet. All right, everything looks good. All right, well, let's get that thing off the tree. Oh yeah, it's working. Sweet. Like 114 videos. Awesome. Good job. I came in and checked it about a month ago and it had about 50 videos. So that's 150 videos or so in 3 months. That's pretty good. So let's get that thing off the tree. We'll go put them on the computer and see what we get. All right, today is Saturday, March the 13th. This looks like a pretty good spot. There's a big water hole over here, and it looks like there's some animal tracks coming through here. So I'll be back and pick you up in a couple of months. Good luck.
Hi Tim. It's funny, I keep running into you. I see your signature style, the way you mount it and the detritus you put around it. So I hope you had some good luck on this little trail. I went all the way to that tram to the south of here, and it's bone dry. Everything's bone dry now.
let's get that thing off the tree. I just checked that camera, came back here. This is the spot where that little baby hawk was laying. I found a nice fresh dead frog that I was gonna come and give him, but see if he'd eat it, but he's gone. So hopefully he was able to get around, and maybe he was just hunkered down there because I was walking by. But I'll make my way back to the tram here, see if I see him. That's good, I guess, I hope. I don't see him anywhere. Alright, you guys, one more trip back in time here. Today is Saturday, March the 13th, and I just got back from my hike out into the Picayune Strand, where you saw what happened with that camera. I moved it into that spot where you just saw the videos from, so hopefully that was some sweet action and saved this video. But I can honestly say, in the 4 or 5 years that I've been doing this trail camera thing, today was by far my worst day. First thing this morning, I checked on 2 cameras that I put out in Big Cypress. After about a month and a half, one of them kind of had a malfunction. I only had about 30 videos, and the other camera was stolen. So I had about an hour drive down here to the Fakahatchee, thinking about that the whole time, so I was already disappointed. And you saw what happened after that bike ride and hike out into the Picayune, having that camera get 600 videos of the wind blowing the leaves around. So it was a very disappointing day. But when I got back here to my car, I saw this yellow piece of paper in my windshield wipers, and I opened it up and it says, "Hi Tim, love your videos, thanks for sharing. Best, Tony and Teresa Schumacher, Everglades City and Michigan." So it was super, super cool to end the day on a positive note. Get it? That's the second time that someone has put a note in my windshield wipers. I can't thank you guys enough for all your positive comments. Really gives me some encouragement and makes me want to keep doing these videos for you. So even though it was a bad trail camera day, I still had a couple of good experiences down here in the Fakahatchee. I saw a bear go across Jane Scenic Drive, saw a few deer, a couple swallowtail kites. So even though the trail camera stuff was negative, it's always a good day down here in the swamp. But I will have a couple videos soon. But again, I really appreciate all your comments, you guys. Thanks for watching.